All right, let's get right into it. Most people look at silence, and they see a problem. They think that being alone is some kind of sign of failure. But what if? What if they've got it all wrong?
I mean, what if for you, solitude isn't a weakness, but it's actually a strategic advantage? One that, let's be honest, 99% of people will just never get. While everyone else is terrified of a quiet room, you've gone and turned it into your own personal mental gym.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Psychology tells us that if you're someone who genuinely enjoys your own company, it's not just about having a few hobbies. Nope. It's likely you possess 5 dangerous traits that make the average person feel deeply, deeply uncomfortable. So let's break them down, shall we? Okay, to really get this, we've got to start with something I like to call the boredom paradox. You see, modern life, it's basically become an addiction to constant noise, constant stimulation. It's this frantic escape from the one place we can't run from, our own minds.
Just think about this for a second. There is this famous study where researchers asked people to do one simple thing: sit quietly for 15 minutes. That's it. And the result? Well, a shocking number of them, they literally chose to give themselves mild electric shocks instead. I mean, they preferred actual physical pain over being alone with their own thoughts. But you probably hear that and think it's absolutely ridiculous, right?
And that's because you have something researchers call comfortable solitude capacity. It's a fancy term, but what it means is this: while everyone else is running away from themselves, you're actually meeting yourself. And that's the gateway. That's where the first so-called dangerous trait really kicks in.
Which brings us right to trait number 1. I call it the inauthenticity radar. Simply put, you have next to zero tolerance for fake people. None.
Now, in the world of psychology, there's a term for this: high social perception. It means your brain is just wired differently. It's built to instantly pick up on the slightest hint of manipulation, that forced laughter, those hidden motives. You're not just hearing the words people say, you're feeling what they actually mean. And this is the consequence, right? You would much rather be completely alone, locked in a room by yourself, than have to sit through another painful, shallow conversation about the weather. Now, people might look at you and think you're cold or aloof or whatever, but you're not. You're just being real. And let me tell you, in a world that's built on social performance, that kind of raw honesty, well, it can feel like a direct threat. That powerful honesty leads us right into our second trait, the M-shaped fortress. And hey, this one's for anyone out there who's ever been called unfocused or a jack of all trades, master of none. You know, society is constantly screaming at us to specialize, pick one thing. But your brain, it's quietly doing something else. It's building what psychologists call an M-shaped mind. You get into what's called serial mastery. You spend these seasons of your life just obsessing over totally unrelated things. Could be coding one year, painting the next, and then suddenly you're into electrical wiring. That pile of unfinished projects in your past, that's not a graveyard of failure. It's proof that you're building something way more resilient. And just look at this comparison. It says it all. The specialists, they're fragile. If their one industry shifts or disappears, poof, their value is gone. But you, the polymath, you're practically unbreakable. All those seemingly chaotic interests, that's your redundancy. It's a safety net of skills that makes you incredibly, powerfully adaptable. All right, let's move on to trait number 3. And this one is a big one: the internal locus of identity. It sounds complicated, but it's really just about one thing. Where does your sense of self actually come from?
See, most people, they need that external validation. They need the likes, the parties, the social proof to feel like they matter. But you've already internalized your self-worth. It comes from the inside. You just don't need some annual reminder from the rest of the world to know you're significant.
And this totally explains why you might treat your own birthday like it's just another Tuesday. It's because you see time as this continuous flow, not a series of social checkpoints you have to hit. Your growth, it happens in the quiet moments, not for the applause of a crowd. Okay, moving on. Trait number 4, this one explains so much, especially why social interaction can feel so incredibly draining sometimes. It's what I call the processing superpower. Your nervous system likely has something called high social sensitivity, and all that means is that when you're in a conversation, you're not just listening. Oh no, you are processing everything. The subtle emotional cues, the tiny shifts in tone, the body language. Your brain is analyzing it all on multiple levels all at once. So here's the best way to think about it.
While most people are kind of just scrolling through their social interactions on the surface, your brain is doing intensive, deep work with every single one. And that's why you're not avoiding people, you're conserving your social energy. You absolutely need that solitude to recover, to recharge, and to process it all.
And that brings us to our fifth and final dangerous trait. It's called defensive self-reliance. This really gets to the heart of that fierce and yes, sometimes isolating independence that you have.
Maybe at some point early in life, you just realized the hard truth. If something was going to get done, you had to be the one to do it. This isn't about pride, not at all. It's a survival mechanism. Psychologists call it unsupervised autonomy. Bottom line, you learned to rely on yourself because you had no other choice.
And because of that, you've mastered the art of being your own best friend, your own mentor, your own protector. Now, others might look at that and mistake it for arrogance, but you know the truth. For you, it was just survival.
When you really boil it all down, it comes to this one powerful truth. Our world, it's largely built on systems of codependency. And because of that, it is absolutely terrified of someone who truly doesn't need it. So if you're someone who enjoys being alone, I want you to really hear this. You are not broken. You are dangerous. And you're dangerous for a very specific reason. You cannot be manipulated by the fear of being left out. You will, time and time again, choose your own truth over the false comfort of belonging. And that, my friends, is an incredibly rare and powerful place to be. Your future self is watching you right now, and they are hoping, really hoping, you start owning these traits today. Don't you dare apologize for them. It's time to embrace them.